Good morning, students. Today we are going to solve exercise 1.2 seventh problem onwards. See the seventh problem. On the set of natural numbers, let capital R be the relation defined by A related to B, or you can write A comma B belongs to R. If A plus B is less than or equal to 6, right? This is the condition. Write down relation by listing all the pairs. Check whether it is reflexive, symmetric, transitive or equivalent. So first of all, we should consider a relation. We should consider a relation. In that relation, every other pair should satisfy A plus B less than or equal to 6. Here A comma B are taken from natural numbers, right? First of all, I will construct the relation. Then after, I will check is it reflexive, symmetric or transitive. Okay. See, R equal to A comma B. Take order pair A comma B such a way that A plus B should satisfy this condition. A and B should satisfy this condition. A plus B should be less than or equal to 6, where A comma B are taken from natural numbers. Okay, I will construct the order pairs by taking elements from natural number. If I take A as 1, then what are the possible values of B? Those are satisfying this condition. If A is keeping as a fixed value, A equal to 1, and choose B values. A equal to 1, then B equal to 1. Then it will satisfy 1 plus 1 less than or equal to 6 test. It is satisfying. Okay, here. Then A plus B. That is 1 plus 1. That is 2, which is less than or equal to 6. Then so we can construct a order pair 1 comma 1, which is belongs to R. We can write it is belongs to R. Again, keep A equal to 1 and change the B value, B equal to 2. Again check the condition. A plus B, 1 plus 2, it is 3. Again it is less than or equal to 6. Yes, it is satisfying. So we can take this order pair also in R. Right? Next, if A equal to 1, B equal to 3, then again check the condition. A plus B, 1 plus 3, which is equal to 4, less than or equal to 6. Okay, again these two values satisfying the condition, so you can construct another order pair 1 comma 3 belongs to R. Okay. Next, A equal to 1, A equal to 3 also satisfying. A equal to 1, B equal to 3 also satisfying. Next, if A equal to 1, I will take B equal to 4 now. Again I will check. Then A plus B is 1 plus 4, which is equal to 5. Again it is also satisfying the condition. So 1 comma 4 is also one order pair in R. Next, if A equal to 1, B equal to 5, again construct the order pair. Before that, you check the condition 1 plus 5, which is also less than or equal to 6. So you can write 1 comma 5 also belongs to R. Right? Now if I take A equal to 1, B equal to 6, then I will check the condition. A plus B, 1 plus 6, which is 7, which is not less than or equal to 6. So here, when you are taking B 6, 7, 8, then it will not satisfy. Okay, so up to 5 only, B in place of B we can take up to 5 only. If you take more than 5, the condition will not be satisfied. So here, see here, I am keeping A value fixed value. If I change A equal to 2, again B value you can take from 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 4 only possible. If you take 5, 2 plus 5, again it is greater than 6, so it will not satisfy the condition. Okay, so how many order pairs I got? By keeping one constant, I can take in place of B1, 1 plus 1 less than 6. Okay, 1, 2, 1 plus 2, 3 less than 6. Again you can take the order pair 1 comma 3, 1 comma 4, 1 comma 5. If you take 1 comma 6, it will not satisfy the condition. Next, by keeping first coordinate fixed value as 2, 2 comma 1, yes, 2 comma 2, yes, satisfy. 2 comma 3, 2 plus 3, 5 less than 6. Okay, 2 comma 4 less than or equal to 6x. 2 comma 5 you should not take. Why? Because If you take 2 comma 5, it will not satisfy the condition. Next 3 comma 1, by taking x coordinate 3 fixed value. Okay, 3 1, 3 2, 3 3, that's all. If you take 3 comma 4, it will not satisfy. Next 4 comma 1, 4 comma 2, 4 comma 3, not possible. 4 comma 3. Okay, next 5 comma 1, that's all. Okay, so these are the required order pairs in R. These are the required order pairs. So I got all the order pairs which satisfying this condition. Now I am going to check this relation is reflexive or not. Right? Reflexive. What is reflexive? For every natural number, here we are taking the natural numbers. No, for every natural number, how many numbers are there in natural number? Infinite. So for every natural number, suppose I am taking 1 comma 1 exists. If I take 2 comma 2, yes, exists. If I take 3 comma 3 exists. 4 comma 4 not exist. That means for few numbers the order pairs not exist. Right? If 4 belongs to n, then 4 comma 4 not belongs to R. So I shown one example which is to show it is not reflexive. I have given one example. I am taking 4 belongs to n, but 4 comma 4 not belongs to R. Therefore R is not reflexive. R is not reflexive. Okay, next symmetric condition. Check the symmetric condition. For which order pairs we have to check if x coordinate, y coordinate should be not equal. Okay, here these are not equal. 1 comma 2 exists. 2 comma 1, yes, exist here. 1 comma 2, 2 comma 1. So it is satisfying for this order pair. 1 comma 3, 3 comma 1 exists. 1 comma 4, 4 comma 1 exists. 1 comma 5, 5 comma 1 exists. 2 comma 1, 1 comma 2 exists. 2 comma 3, 3 comma 2 exists. 2 comma 4, 4 comma 2 exists. So every order pair satisfying the symmetric condition. So here you can write by observing all order pairs, by observing all order pairs in R, we can conclude that if A comma B belongs to R, if any order pair, if I take in R, by interchanging the coordinates, B comma A is also belongs to R. Okay, for every order pair, if any order pair exists in R, you interchange the elements, again that order pair also belongs to R. So therefore R satisfying the symmetric condition. R not satisfying the reflexive, but R satisfying the symmetric condition. Okay, right. Now let me check transitive. Now transitive condition. Transitive, right. What is transitive condition? To check the transitive condition, we need two order pairs. How to take the two order pairs? Such a way that first order pair, second order pair, first element should be same. Suppose 1 comma 1, 1 comma 3. I will check for these two order pairs. 1 comma 1, 1 comma 3. 1 1. Okay. Now construct new order pair using this element and this element. 1 comma 3 exists here already. Where it exists? 1 comma 3. Here only. Right. Next, by taking this one and this one, take this and this. By removing 1 and 1, 1 comma 4. Yes, exists. Next, by taking 1 comma 1, 1 comma 5. Remove 1 and 1, 1 comma 5. Exists. Okay. So these are satisfying with 1 comma 2. 1 comma 2, 2 comma 1. So 1 comma 1 exists. 1 comma 2, 2 comma 2. 1 comma 2 exists. 1 comma 2, 2 comma 3. 1 comma 3 exists. 1 comma 2, 2 comma 4. 1 comma 4 already exists. Next to 1 comma 2, that's all. With 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3. 1 comma 3, 3 comma 1. 1 1 exists. 1 comma 3, 3 comma 2. 1 2 exists. 1 comma 3, 3 comma 1. So every order pair satisfying the transitive condition. Again by observing all order pairs. By observing all order pairs in R, we can conclude that if any two order pairs A comma B, B comma C exist in R, then new order pair A comma C is also belongs to R. Therefore we can write R is transitive, right? Therefore R is not reflexive, R is symmetric, R is transitive. So it is satisfying only two conditions, symmetric and transitive, but it is not reflexive. So therefore we can write that implies R is not equivalence relation. Okay, R is not equivalence relation. Right. Next problem number 8. Eighth problem. Let capital A comma B comma C. What is the equivalence relation? What is the equivalence relation? What is the equivalence relation? What is the equivalence relation of smallest cardinality? Smallest cardinality on capital A. What is the smallest cardinality on capital A? What is the equivalence relation of largest cardinality? What is the equivalence relation What is the equivalence relation of largest cardinality on capital A? See, understand the question first. A having three elements, A, B, C. So we are going to find one equivalence relation on this set. On this set means we are taking subset. Relation means subset of Cartesian product. So we are finding the subset of A cross A. Such a way that after finding the subset of A cross A, we should check the relation. Subset means relation. We should check that relation is equivalence or not. Okay. How many subsets are possible for this? How many subsets are possible for A cross A? A having three elements, again A having three elements, 3 3 the 9. So 9 elements exist in A cross A. So 9 elements exist in A cross A. Then how many subsets are possible? 2 power 9. 2 power 9 subsets are possible. Okay. Among that you have to take the number of subsets and form a relations. In that relation, what is the smallest cardinality? Cardinality means what? Cardinality means number of elements in relation. Okay. What is the smallest cardinality of that relation, which is equivalence relation? And we have to find what is the largest cardinality of that relation, which is equivalence relation. See, I will explain. Now, given A set is A comma B comma C. Given A equal to A comma B comma C, right? Now, let us take a relation. Let us take a relation R. In R, I am taking A comma A, B comma B, C comma C. Okay, that's it. Before that, we should find A cross A. Okay. How many elements exist in A comma A? With A, see A, B, first A, B, AC. possible, right? Next, by keeping B, BA, BB, BC. Next, by keeping first element C as C, CA, CB, CC. These are the number of elements in A cross A. So how many elements? 9 elements, right? 9 elements exist. How many relations possible? 2 power 9. So among that, I am taking one relation with these elements A comma A, B comma B, C comma C. I am taking these 3 order pairs A comma A, B comma B, C comma B. See, this satisfying or here are satisfying the reflexive property. Why? Because for every element of A we have the order pair. If you take A comma A exists, B comma B exists, C comma C exists. So by here R is satisfying reflexive property and symmetric property. Yes, satisfying. Why? Because such order pair not exist in R. To show a so and here and there is no element, there is no order pair in R. There is no order pair in R. A comma B belongs to R such that B comma A not belongs to R. There is no order pair in R. A comma B belongs to R such that to show B comma A not belongs to R. Therefore, R is symmetric. R is symmetric, reflexive, symmetric, and transitive also exist. Why? Because such type of order pairs not exist in R, so it is also transitive. In R, there are no order pairs. There are no order pairs. There are no order pairs. A comma B, B comma C belongs to R such that A comma C not belongs to R. Therefore, R is transitive. Now here I have taken only 3 order pairs and we got, therefore R is equivalence relation. We got equivalence relation with only 3 order pairs. If I take only 2 order pairs, it will not be reflexive. If I take only one, again it is not reflexive. Definitely you should take A comma A, B comma B, C comma C. Then only it will be reflexive. After reflexive, we can check symmetric and transitive also. So definitely we should take how many elements exist in A? 3 elements. So definitely with each and every element you should construct a order pair and you should take in R. Okay. So then only it will be reflexive. Then after you can check symmetric and transitive. So this is the smallest relation, which is equivalence relation. And what is the cardinality here? 3. Cardinality of R is 3. Okay. Cardinality of R is 3 here. Therefore, the smallest cardinality. Cardinality of the relation which is equivalent relation on A is 3. The smallest cardinality of the relation which is equivalent relation on A is 3. Okay. Now I am going to find largest cardinality. So how many order pairs? Maximum number of order pairs I am going to take. If I take A comma B, see if these three elements exist, then it will be reflexive. Now I am going to find maximum number of order pairs which is equivalent relation. Equivalence relation first property should be reflexive. It will satisfy reflexive if you take these 3 elements. I am taking extra elements also. If you take A comma B, it will not be symmetric. Already it is reflexive, no need to check reflexive. Okay. is it symmetric? For these elements no need to check. For this element a comma b exists means b comma a should exist. Okay, I have taken a comma b and b comma a, right? These elements are over b b c c, a comma b, b comma a. If I take a comma c, again it will not be symmetric, so you should take c comma a also. So I have taken a comma c, c comma a also. Now remaining b comma c. If you take b comma c, c comma b should exist, then only it will be symmetric. C comma b. That's all. So I have taken all the elements in R, right? All the elements from A cross A. Okay, I constructed new order pair. I am saying that new relation. I am saying that by R1, denoting by R1. Okay, here R is reflexive. Here clearly R is reflexive, and if a comma b exists, b comma a exists, a comma c exists, c comma a, b comma c, then c comma b exists, and is reflexive, symmetric, and transitive also, So therefore you can write R1 is equivalence. Therefore R1 is equivalence relation. R1 is equivalence relation. Okay. So how many order pairs I have taken here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All order pairs. So maximum cardinality. Therefore maximum cardinality of relation, of equivalence relation on A is 9. Maximum cardinality of relation which is defined on A is 9. 9 elements we should take. Okay, right. Next, problem number 10. Sorry, 9 problem. Problem number 9. In the set Z of integers, define m related with n, if m minus n is divisible by 7. Divisible by 7. Prove that R is equivalence relation. R is equivalence relation. Right. Solution. Given relation R which contains order pairs m comma n. Here elements are m related with n, z. This is one notation, this is also one notation. You can write as order pair belongs to R, or you can write like this. So m related with n, when m related with n, if m minus n is divisible by 7. M minus n divisible by 7 means m minus n is the multiple of 7. Every multiple of 7 is divisible by 7. So m minus n is divisible by 7. So this is the condition. Now I am going to check first reflexive. Condition. What is reflexive condition? Here we should take same element. So I am taking same element. Let I am taking one element from Z. Let I am taking m. Some m belongs to Z. Now I am constructing new order pair m comma n. We should write it is belongs to Z. Is it belongs to belongs to R. Is it belongs to R? Before that you should take m minus m, this condition. In place of n also we are having m. So I am going to check this condition first of all. Okay. First you check the condition, then after if it is satisfying the condition, then you can write the order pair belongs to R. M minus m, 0. 0 we can write 0 is divisible by 7. Yes, is divisible by 7. 0 is divisible by 7. So if 0 is divisible by 7, you can write m comma, that implies m comma m belongs to R. So therefore m comma m belongs to R for all m belongs to Z. You can take any element, any integer and construct with the same element order pair that will satisfy the given relation condition rule. Okay, so you can write m comma m belongs to R. Now it is reflexive, therefore R is reflexive. R is reflexive. Now symmetric. For symmetric, we should take one order pair in relation. So I am taking one order pair in relation. I am taking one order pair in relation means it is satisfying the condition. So where m minus n is divisible by 7. Divisible by 7 means it is 7 multiple. Can I write 7 into some k? So 7 into k means it is 7. This m minus n difference is 7 multiple. That means it is divisible by 7. Now I have to interchange. I have to write that order pair belongs to R. Before that, we should check n minus m is multiple of 7 or not. So here, from this already we have this condition. Why? Because it is already one element order pair of R. So it will satisfy this condition. Now what I need n minus m. So I am taking minus common. N minus m is equal to 7k. I will send this minus at right hand side. N minus m equal to 7 into minus k. Multiply with minus. So I am keeping in place of k minus k. This is some integer where k is some integer. If k is integer, minus k is also integer. See here, n minus m is 7 multiple. So n minus m 7 multiple means n minus m divisible by 7. Therefore, that implies n minus m is also divisible by 7. So that implies you can write n comma m belongs to R. Okay, therefore R is symmetric. R is symmetric. Now I am going to check reflexive condition. Sorry, transitive condition. Transitive. For that we need two order pairs. So I am taking two order pairs. M comma n. Another one t. It will here second element, first element should be same. No, such type of order pairs only we should take. M comma n comma p. Okay, belongs to R. So I have taken these two elements in R means where they are satisfying the condition. What condition? M minus n is some say 7 into k1 I am taking. Why? Because m minus n is divisible by 7. Why? Because it belongs to R. And n minus p also 7 multiple. So I am writing some k1 and k2 here, where k1 k2 are integers, some integers. Okay, n comma n p also integers. Now what I need to construct one new order pair m comma p. I have to show m comma p is also belongs to R. M comma p is also belongs to R means we should show m minus p is also 7 multiple. Then only we can write m comma p belongs to R. So what I am doing, first I am checking the condition m minus p, is it 7 multiple or not? M minus p. How to show m minus p is 7 multiple? I am subtracting n and adding n in between m and p. See, m and p. M minus p is there, no? M minus p. In between these two values I am subtracting minus n, adding plus n. So nothing will happen. Okay. Now m minus n in place of m minus 1, can I write 7k1 here? 7k1. Yes, right. Yes, we can write 7k1 here. N minus p in place of n minus p. In place of n minus p we can write 7k2. Now take 7 comma k1 plus k2. What is k1 k2? K1 k2 are integers. So k1 plus k2 is also some integer. So it is 7 multiple. M minus p is 7 multiple. Therefore we can write M minus p is divisible by 7. It is divisible by 7. So therefore we can write M comma p is also belongs to R. Therefore R is transitive. So R satisfying reflexive, symmetric and transitive also. Therefore we can write clearly R is equivalence relation. That's all. Okay, thank you.